Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon and just link down in the description below. Today's video will be the second part of the top 10 action romance animes you may have missed. Please note that this is just part 2 of the list and I'll upload more parts later on. You can watch the previous list from the playlist link given in the description below. So, let's get started with the video. Starting at number 10, we have Val X Love. Ever since he was a child, Takuma Akutsu had a scary face. He was shunned by his classmates and always attracted bad attention, such as the likes of gangsters and thugs, and as a result he developed social anxiety, unable to properly converse with people. This fact and his scary face only proceeded to exacerbate his bad reputation, and he was known as a demon. One day, Takuma saves Natsuki and receives a revelation from Odin, the Lord of Asgard, that the world will end soon, and that it is on his shoulders to save it. To help him with his mission, Odin sends his 9 daughters, the 9 Valkyries, down to Earth. Odin then gives him his mission. He is to prove that love will save the world, as it is said that the source of maiden strength is love. Now, coming in number 9, we have Devil's Line. Tsukasa, a college student, is rescued from an attack by a devil, one of many vampires that can blend in among the human population. Anzai, her savior, is a half-devil who exploits his supernatural gifts as a member of a shadowy police task force that specializes in devil-related crime in Tokyo. As Anzai continues to keep guard over Tsukasa, the two quickly forge a tentative bond, one that Anzai fears will test his ironclad rule of never drinking human blood. Coming at number 8 we have, Is This a Zombie? A human was murdered by a serial killer and resurrected as a zombie by a cute little necromancer. Then, he got mixed up with a magical girl and a vampire ninja. With a harem like this, a Yumu could end up even dead before finding out who killed him. Going on with the list, at number 7 we have Inspector. Iwanaga Kotoko became the god of wisdom to the supernatural beings, and spends her days solving problems for them. However, the boy she fell head over heels for, Takagawa Kuro, is someone that is feared by all supernatural creatures. The two of them face various mysterious incidents involving the supernatural in this Love X Romance X mystery series. Where will these fantastical incidents lead them? And what will happen to Kotoko's crush? At number 6 we have Wise Man's Grandchild. A young man dies in a car accident and is reborn in a magical new world. The old yet wise Merlin finds the boy, names him Shin, and raises him from infancy. Teaches him combat and powerful magic along the way. 15 years later, Shin is ready to travel the globe on his own, but Merlin forgot to teach him something major: common sense. Now, at number 5 we have Isekai Cheat Magician. Nishimura Taichi is a typical average high schooler, and Azuma Rin is a beautiful woman with the build of a model and excellent reflexes. The two live a normal high school life until one day they are suddenly enveloped in a mysterious magical circle and transported to an unknown land. That world is full of terrifying monsters, beastmen, dwarves, elves, and many other races right out of fantasy. In order to survive in this new world, Taichi and Rin decide to become adventurers. But when they take the aptitude test, they discover they both possess cheat-level magic. Coming in before we have Cross Angie. Angelise is the first princess of the Empire of Mitsurugi. She is the celebrated ruler of the empire, until one day she finds out the shocking truth that she is a Norma, an irregular being who cannot use mana and are treated as things rather than people. Having her name taken from her, Angie isolates herself on a remote island. There, she finds a group of normal women who spend their days hunting dragons that have come to invade.
We lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day.
Now, at number 3 we have The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. There is a popular saying, you can never be too careful, It is very important to prepare for every situation you may face, even if it seems like an unnecessary waste of time. Also, in games like RPGs, it is good to exceed the level of your enemies to achieve total victory. These words describe Saya, Raigu and Elilil too perfectly. After being summoned by the goddess Rastati to save the world of Gevrandi from destruction, the hero prepares himself for his noble journey. While this might be normal, he spends a very long time training himself, despite having overpowered stats. He fights weak enemies using his stronger skills and buys excessive amounts of supplies and potions, all to stay safe. While his attitude may be a bit annoying, it might just be the saving grace of Gevrandi, especially considering that it is a world where the forces of evil dominate each and every expectation. At number 2 we have Darling in the Franks. The distant future, humanity established a mobile fort city plantation upon the ruined wasteland. Within the city were pilot quarters, Mistiltian, otherwise known as the Birdcage. That is where the children live, and their only mission in life was to fight. Their enemies are the mysterious giant organisms known as Kaioru. The children operate robots known as Franks in order to face these unseen enemies. Among them was a boy who was once called a child prodigy, code number 016, Hero. One day, a mysterious girl called 02 appears in front of Hero. I found you, my darling. Finally, in number 1 we have Refaretta, from commonplace to world's strongest. 17-year-old Hajime Nagumo is your average everyday otaku. However, his simple life of pulling all-nighters and sleeping in school is suddenly turned upside down when he, along with the rest of his class, is summoned to a fantasy world. There, they're treated like heroes and tasked with the duty of saving the human race from utter extinction. But what should have been any otaku's wet dream quickly turns into Hajime's nightmare. While the rest of his class are blessed with godlike powers, Hajime's job, Synergist, only has a single transmutation skill. Ridiculed and bullied by his classmates for being weak, he soon finds himself in despair. Will he be able to survive in this dangerous world full of monsters and demons with only a glorified blacksmith's level of strength? Well, that's for today. This was part 2 of the top 10 action romance animes you may have missed. Please note that this is just part 2 of the list and I'll upload more parts in the future. You can watch the previous part from the playlist link given in the description below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to leave a like below. And if you're new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more anime recommendations. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon and Discord link down in the description below. If you have something more to say, then please leave a comment down below. So see you soon in the next video. Goodbye!